The Fed cut rates by 50 basis points today. We saw markets rally, stock market rally on this news. We saw crypto rally. We saw bonds sell off. And we saw gold sell off a bit. What this was is what I would call the risk on trade, where people jump into speculative assets such as crypto, such as tech stocks, etc. It kind of exuberance over the Fed cutting rates more than people thought. So I think that's a part of the market, and that was the dominant part of the market today. However, I also believe there are long-term fundamentals associated with this rate cut that are going to overcome this short-term trade and bring down stocks. So I think they're going to bring down other things. But we'll stick with stocks for now. So stocks are going to fall, and the fundamentals that are going to create that are, first, the fact that the Fed is telling us by cutting rates by 50 that they have reason for concern, that even though inflation is still above their target, they judge it worth the risk of reigniting inflation for the sake of addressing whatever other problems they're seeing in the economy. Now, they're saying we're seeing a strong economy, we're trying to keep it strong. Well, if it's a strong economy at the current rate, what reason is there to think that it'll stop being strong, that you would want to mess with it? I don't know. The other part of this is the carry trade with Japan. The dollar is going to weaken now because they've cut rates. And so with the dollar weakening, that's going to unwind more of that carry trade. And the carry trade tends to be the kind of risk on assets, it seems, because that's what we saw selling off when the yen was strengthening a couple months ago. So there was some exuberance, but I believe there's a big undercurrent, and I believe it's going to drag this market down. I'm planning to work on my book a bit this weekend, but it's been a struggle finding time to devote to it and finding energy. So I believe God's running the show, and I think things are definitely coming to a head here this year. I think, I'm going to finish my books this year. We're going to get those things. We're going to start circulating those things this year. So that's kind of the big thing that needs to happen. But there's a lot of weight on these markets. It's really kind of crazy, actually. So hang in there. I know a lot of people are really up against the wall right now. And, people just got to do what they got to do. They got to take advantage of whatever opportunities they got. They got to make whatever sacrifices they got to make. And try to survive, try to earn enough income somehow, some way to cover yourself. Try to get yourself some precious metal to preserve some of that hard work that you're doing for a rainy day, because rainy fucking days are coming. Fuck, I know rainy days already here for a lot of people. It sucks. It sucks because there's a point where I can't do much except just acknowledge the pain. I can acknowledge the suffering and the hopelessness people are feeling. I can tell them this year we can get these things circulated. And I can tell them it's going to fucking blow people away. And I really mean that. This is going to be fucking amazing shit we're going to be circulating. But there's work to be done. And a lot of that's on me. A lot of that's work I need to be doing, because there's just no one else to really do that work. And sure, a big windfall of money, I guess, could help in some ways, but even then, I wouldn't quit my job before fucking October 15th, because I wouldn't screw the guys over like that. But and then after October 15th, it kind of gets quiet anyway. I mean, we got year-end plans and stuff, but that's not nearly as much work as the rest of the year. So, yeah, it's just, I guess maybe it's telling you, you get to the end of this year and we're going to have some fucking magic out there, okay? It's a long time. It's September, so you got to go October, November, December. 3 months and a couple weeks. We'll shoot for Christmas. How about that? Christmas. We'll shoot for Christmas. That way I can give them away as gifts on Christmas. That would be cool. So that's what I'll shoot for. So Christmas, you got to survive from now till fucking Christmas. And then I'll have a fucking gift for you, okay? And humans can survive. Humans can figure shit out, People living in cars, people living in tents, people cohabitating, people getting shelter where they can, getting food where they can, trying to keep themselves safe. Yeah, for me, a big part of my program is offering myself to God, who I define as the creator of this universe, who I believe is good. I ask that he shows me what I can do to bring good into this world, to fulfill compassion as an objective. I believe that God came to earth as a human named Jesus Christ. I believe that he preached compassion as an ideal when he was here. And I believe that serving compassion is God's will. So, what else? God keeps me busy. He keeps me real busy. And I look around this world and I see a lot of suffering. I see a lot of opportunities that people could have to alleviate suffering and do good. So each of us is bestowed with the gifts that we are bestowed with, that we can use to do good in this world, whether that's writing or creating something, offering a service to someone, sharing some kind of bounty or some kind of harvest with someone. That each individual, I believe that that God wants people in his army to do good, and I believe that, I offered myself to God before I offered myself to good, but God led me in the way of good. So I just had a side thought about, this is a big thing for me, is why I believe that Jesus was God, is because compassion itself is so noteworthy, is so worthy of praise, that I don't believe that Jesus's disciples would have made up all these stories about him walking on water, doing all these miracles, if he hadn't done them, because they wouldn't have wanted to spoil his true message, which was compassion. No matter how much God has brought me towards compassion, I've never developed the ability to walk on water or perform the other miracles, multiplying loaves of bread and fish to feed however many freaking people. So to me, the fact he could do those miracles was demonstrating to us that he was God, that he was capable of things that humans aren't capable of, even if they are humans who are in God's army and have been brought to compassion. Anyway, I got kind of sidetracked. So there's good to be done in this world. And I believe that God can help us become compassionate simply by asking him to guide us. I believe that's where he's going to guide us to, because I believe that's where he's guided me to. So I got to play some poker tonight. Haven't gotten to play much lately. It's nice for me to have a place to go and kind of be around people. That just a place that never closes. So I spend some time over there and I connect with people, and I think I do work out there. I think I do good work out there. I bring messages. I talk to people. I interact and I participate in discourse, which in person I always think is a bit more powerful. So that's important to me. Community is important to me, and there are a lot of people there that I have various history with. So I like having that. I like having that kind of community that I'm connected with. There's other communities in the local area that it's also cool to connect with, but my time has been so limited that I've really had to pick and choose. And I've had to sacrifice some communities that it would be cool, but it just hasn't been the right time. So once I'm done with my books, then I'll be more into revisiting my communities because I'll have something to offer. I can offer people some things now, um, but when you see what I've been fucking working on, you're gonna understand why I had to make it a priority. So I guess that's it. Thank you for listening.